Hey, what is up guys, it's Casual here and welcome to another video. So patch 44 just dropped and I've got a lot of cool stuff to show you guys. From a new laser pointer attachment to a new flashbang grenade. So I must have played for about 10 hours straight trying to find everything, and I'm pretty sure I found everything apart from the new grenade. So I'm guessing it's just going to work like every other grenade, it's just going to explode. You may be able to cook it, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure you could just use the pipe bomb as a substitute anyway if you don't find one, but I'm guessing they're pretty rare considering that I literally played for 10 hours straight going to every single military location, couldn't find a single one, although we did find a flashbang, so I have got that to show off. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're just gonna start off with the simple stuff, then we're gonna get into the more in-depth stuff. So the first thing is the server lists now load faster, so it's a whole lot more convenient. As you can see, as soon as I hit server list, the server list comes up straight away. It's almost instant instead of loading for about 30 seconds or something. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so next thing is keybinds have been added to activate accessories on weapons. So with the flashlight, all you gotta do now is hit L to toggle it on and off on your keyboard. So that's pretty sick. So you don't have to use your inventory anymore. You don't have to go in your inventory. You don't have to right click and click toggle flashlight on. You can literally just press L on your keyboard and it's on like that. I'm not sure what the key for laser pointer is. I'm assuming it's P. That would make sense, but again, I'm not too sure about that. Okay, so another thing is there's a lot more vegetation added into the map now. A lot more overgrowth, a lot more bushes and plants and stuff like that. It looks a lot more post-apocalyptic. As you can see right here, this house is now concealed with trees, and before it actually wasn't. So the next thing is the GPS map has been updated. The coordinates have been changed, and I'm pretty sure the texture on it's been changed a bit as well. So you can see it right here. Not a major change, but you know, apparently it's going to help out a lot more with finding your location. Okay, so they've also retextured a lot of the buildings. As you can see right here, this bungalow building, the red texture has been changed a bit. Same with the 3-story building. And as you can see, this building right here, this one used to be, I believe it was white, and now it's red. So right there, you can see that it's been retextured. The yellow house has also been retextured as well. It's not that distinct, but you can tell that it has been retextured a tiny bit. Another thing is the status chat now notifies you when your bandage falls off. So when your bandage has stopped working and stopped healing you, it now gives you a little notification in the chat, as you can see. So it just lets you know when it's finished and it's stopped healing you. So that's a pretty cool addition. Okay, so they've also made a few changes to the military base. They've added a shooting range, an assault course. They've reduced the amount of tents. They've basically halved the amount of tents on the airfield. As you can see, the tents opposite of entrance have been reduced. They've taken away about 3 of them, and it's only rows of 2 now. And they've basically done this with the whole airfield. They've sort of reduced the tents quite a bit, and this is because they're trying to balance it out, because they've added checkpoints up in the northern part of the map. So there's a lot more places up north where you can find military weapons instead of going to the airfield now. So it basically takes like half the time to loot the airfield now, which is convenient because I'm pretty sure the loot is a lot more dense due to the fact that the airfield tents have been reduced. But yeah, as you can see here, here's the shooting range. And here's the assault course right here. It's pretty sick. They've also added a bus to the entrance. I thought I might point this out. They've added like a radio tower as well at the beach, and they've changed the beach quite a bit as well. When I say beach, I'm obviously referring to the beach tents, that's what I call them. They've also added a bit more vegetation overgrowth, as I said before. But yeah, I believe the airfield looks a lot more better now. Okay, so as I said before, they've added military checkpoints to the northern part of the map. So I'm just going to show them off to you guys. I won't really commentate much because it's quite a lot of footage. But they sort of watch over the highway, which is pretty sick, so you can camp on them and take out cars and stuff. And yeah, basically it just balances out the military spawns because the airfield got reduced quite a bit. So there's going to be a lot of military equipment up there. So there's one military checkpoint on the bridge that goes to Clyde Hill, so you can see it. There's also one at the small generator on the side of the highway. And there's one near Woodhaven as well, but a lot of people think there's only 3, and there's not. There's actually a 4th one, which is if you go to the one on the bridge, then you head more inland, you follow the road more in a map, you'll come across another one which it's like a converted farm, so you guys will be able to see that as well, which is pretty sick. Another thing is they've also updated Shop and Save. They've added more realistic counters to it instead of those old low poly ones. So they got the little conveyor belt on them and they look a lot cooler now. Alright, so another thing is Hayward Valley has been dramatically changed. They've opened up a lot of areas, especially near the City Hall. So they've opened up a lot of walled off areas. They've also changed it quite a bit. They've moved a few stores around. They've added a few stores. I'll just let you guys take a look right here. They've added the stores from Pinecrest. They've moved around the free stores as well to another location. And they've also added a lot more apartment buildings too. But yeah, they've also added a new supermarket in Hayward, as you can see. Sort of reminds me a lot like Shop and Save, but obviously a bigger version of it. So you're going to be able to find a lot of food in here. Probably not so much of weapons, but it absolutely looks amazing. But you can find this if you head down the road that goes straight through the middle of Hayward, all the way down. If you just head down that and keep looking left, you eventually come across it. And speaking of the road that goes straight through Hayward, they've also moved a few of the buses around, so there's not as much buses. And one of the buses from the entrance has been removed as well. But yeah, they've also added more roof access to Hayward too, as you can see. This is near the mechanic shop at the highway entrance, so you can get up on this roof right here. In fact, let me rephrase that. This is behind the hotel. That'll help quite a bit. But yeah, you can get up on the roof. You can sort of watch over the mechanic shop. You can sort of see the road. You can see down to the police station. There's quite a bit of loot up there as well. A lot of tents to loot, and you can keep going higher. But yeah, I believe this is one of many. I didn't really look around Hayward that much, but there could be a few more which is accessible. I'm not too sure about that, but just keep a lookout for ladders in the future. Okay, so they've also added an explosive grenade, which unfortunately I can't show because I couldn't find it. I spent about 10 hours looking, never even came across it. It just shows how rare it is. But we did come across a flashbang, and we found one of them in the 10 hours of looking. So again, it's pretty rare, but I'll let you guys see the effects of it. So as you can see, it's sort of like Call of Duty. Your whole screen goes white, you hear your ears ringing, it basically stuns you for a few seconds. So these would be pretty sick for clearing out houses and stuff. And basically, as soon as that flashbang flashes you, you're completely disabled. You can't kill anyone or anything. So in my opinion, that's going to be a really useful thing for firefights. It's going to make it a lot more interesting as well. So last but not least, we have the laser sight attachment. So I tried out many of the guns, and I found 2 in the 10 hours I played on the game. And they were only in military spawn locations, not at the police station, so only the airfield and the military checkpoints. So if you guys want to try and find them, that's probably where they'll be. But yeah, it's pretty sick. It sort of emulates a crosshair, so you don't even need to aim down your sights anymore. And you can see a few clips of me using it on mutants. And like I said, you don't even need to aim down your sights. But a few people don't know this, you can actually add the flashlight as well as the laser sight to your gun, so you can have both of them turn on at the same time, and that's pretty useful for nighttime servers and stuff like that. But yeah, overall it's a great addition to the game. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope I didn't miss anything out, but yeah, you guys should be a lot more smart on that miscreated knowledge. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.